the eyes of Texas and the entire nation on DKR Texas Memorial Stadium in Austin, the site for our showdown today. Both teams very excited about getting this game underway. Warm-up's just about complete, almost set for kickoff. It ought to be a great one tonight, and we're glad you're with us. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit ready to call ESPN's College Football.
What's up, you guys? My name is Austin. We're back with our NCAA 13 Dynasty with the University of New Mexico. Our Lobos are ready to put up a fight against the number 17th ranked Longhorns, and right off the bat, we don't get a very good kickoff return. We get around the 20-something, and look at that. Michigan defeats Air Force by 1 point. Air Force is in our conference, which they put up a very good fight against a very good Michigan team. But Holbrook hands the ball off to Trayvon Briggs on the draw. Briggs makes the move to the right side and gets about a 15-yard gain right there. That's looking good for the University of New Mexico. Here we go, though. Later on in the drive, 2nd and 9. Holbrook, 3 receivers to the left. Holbrook takes the snap, throws it over to Solomon, but the Texas defender makes a great play on the ball, which puts the Lobos at 3rd and 9. Let's see what Coach Giver comes up with now. Sends Holbrook out in shotgun. Trayvon Briggs to the left. Holbrook takes the snap. Stepping back, looking for Solomon. Solomon makes the grab. What a play, Solomon. After that 3rd down conversion, the Lobos come back out in the shotgun formation, looking for a run play. Read option. Holbrook makes a nice read, but the Texas defense makes a great play right there, taking Holbrook down in the backfield for 3 yards. 3rd down now. Coach Gifford sends the Lobos out onto the field in shotgun formation. Holbrook adjusting. The wide receivers tell him what to do. Holbrook steps back, throws, and it's picked off by the Longhorn middle linebacker, number 44, running down the sideline, and nobody is going to catch him. That is going to be a Longhorn touchdown. Also going to be B.R. Holbrook's first interception of the season. As the Longhorns tack on the extra point, they go up 7-0, and the Lobos would come back onto the field looking for some vengeance on that play. Holbrook under center, takes the snap, hands off to Trayvon Briggs on the right side. Briggs moving up the sideline, gets a nice 7-yard run right there. But after a failed play on 2nd down, it would end up being 3rd and 2. Holbrook, read option, but the Longhorn defender makes another excellent play to stop Holbrook before he gets to the 1st down marker. After the punt, Texas would come out in the Wildcat formation. Bergeron would go in motion. He would receive the handoff, make a nice spin move right there, and he would run down the field with only one man to beat. Barry would not be able to catch up to him, and that would be a Longhorn touchdown on their first offensive play. As they kicked the extra point, they would go up by 14 points. The Lobos would come out in shotgun formation, hand off Briggs to the right side of the field. He would get a 4-yard gain right there, but they would be faced with another 3rd down, and shotgun Holbrook takes the ball, throws it, and it would be picked off by Okafor, and he would not return this one for a touchdown. We made sure that was not happening. Anyways, Ash under center, pitches out right side to Brown. Brown makes another nice run, but our Lobos defender made a very nice tackle right there. After that long run, it would put Texas in the red zone. Ash, handoff left side to Brown. Brown stiff arms a Lobos defender. He would stiff arm another Lobos defender, and he would walk right into the end zone. Very easy play for him. As they kicked the extra point, they would go up 21-0. And the Lobos find themselves down 21-0 very early in the game. After the touchdown, Holbrook would give the draw to Briggs. Briggs would fumble the ball, and the Longhorns would come up with it. But hold on, there's a flag. Let's see what it is. Face mask on the Longhorns. That's a huge break for us. We would gladly accept that penalty, which would give us another opportunity at the play. Holbrook under center. Takes the snap. Draw again. The draw's been working very nicely, and Briggs gets another 8-yard run right there. But we would be forced to convert a 3rd down again. Draw play, Briggs right up the middle, and Briggs would convert the 1st down. There we go, Briggs, keep it going for us. 2nd and 11, Holbrook under center, 3 receivers to the left, looking for a receiver, throws it. Solomon makes the grab right over the middle, and he gets laid out right as he catches it. but we would not be able to convert on the third down after that. But look at this, Texas on 3rd and 6, we make a great defensive stop on them. They did not score on us that drive. Holbrook, handoff Briggs right side. And Briggs is just doing work for us right now. 12 rushes, 50 yards. Very nice yards per carry right there, 4.1. Holbrook, another draw play to Briggs right up the middle. And it's just working. We're going to keep doing it. Holbrook stepping up under center on 3rd down. 3 receivers again to the left. Who's he going to find? He's going to find Solomon again for a very nice play right through that coverage that Texas had. But we found a window, and we're going to make it work. Holbrook under center. Takes the ball. Handoff right side to Carrier. And Carrier almost finds the end zone. That would have been a huge break for us. After that huge gain, Lobos would be faced with 2nd and goal. Pitch to the right side. We get some blocks. Briggs walks right into the end zone. But holding would be called on the Lobos. That is a huge setback. We cannot have that happen. We got to take the points when we can get them, and that was a missed opportunity. Number 68, very, very disappointing play right there. Holbrook, 3rd down, shotgun, looking for someone, throwing it deep, and it is a bad pass by Holbrook. Anyways, we got our kicker Adams, and he's going to step up and make the play for us, which is only going to put us down 18. It's better than 21. But anyways, Longhorns come out. 1st down. Ash has the ball, looking to pass. Moving around the pocket, and he's going to make an excellent throw to Shipley, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Longhorns walking up to the line. Pistol formation, 2 backs. Hand the ball off to Brown, left side. Brown's going to push off another defender, make a juke move to the left side, and no one is going to catch him. That is another touchdown for the Longhorns. And that was a very long touchdown run. And as they kick the extra point, they're going to go up 28-3. And the Lobos would have to come back onto the field, try to get something going. But on 2nd down, Briggs gets the draw play, moves to the right side, tries to cut back in, and he would only get about 3 yards on that play, and we would not be able to convert after that. It would be Texas ball again after a holding call, 2nd and 20. Brown, right side handoff, and he would only get about 4 yards right there as the Lobos swarmed up to get him, and they would not be able to convert after that, and nothing would happen for us on offense either. 4th and 4, they're going for a long field goal, and they are going to miss it. We got lucky right there. We've only got a minute left in the quarter to try to make something happen going into halftime. Holbrook, shotgun, who's he looking for? He finds Solomon, and Solomon gets the 1st down on the pass play. Very nice play right there, but we would not be able to do anything once again. And Texas would get the ball, 34 seconds left in the half, trying to put on to their giant lead. As they throw right over the middle to Shipley, they only get about 8 yards right there on that play. After Texas would call a timeout, they would send a man in motion in the next play. And in shotgun, Ash looking for a receiver, can't find anybody, starts to move around. And Davis, look at that play by Davis. He makes a nice play right there, gets a 2-yard sack. We would use a timeout to conserve time left in the half. Try to make a stop right here. Ash under center, step back, and he gets sacked by the cornerback. We sent pressure from the cornerback, and he delivered. And looks like we've only got 1 play left before the half. Holbrook stepping back, throwing the ball deep, and Edwards comes up with the ball. Only 1 second left, and we don't have enough time to try to score after that. So we send Adams onto the field, and Adams kicks the ball going into halftime. It's going to be 6-28. That is not a score that I'd like to see on the scoreboard, but it sure is a very good score for Texas. After the half, Texas would come out in the I formation, handoff right side to Brown. Brown pushes off a Lobos defender, hurdles over another, and pushes off another defender, gets out of the pile. He's got Barry, breaks off that tackle, and he's got 1 more defender to beat, and he gets through that tackle, and he would walk right in the end zone. They would kick another extra point, and after that, they would get a safety. I don't know where that footage is. I lost it somehow, but handoff right up the middle. Brown is going to the races once more. Wow. Touchdown, Texas. They would be up 44-6. Mills would take this kick from the end zone, and he would get a very good return for us. He would get up past the 35. The Lobos would come back out on the field looking for something. They would send a man in motion, handoff right side to Briggs. Briggs would make a nice run right there, stumbles forward past the 50, and so far he's been our only good player, it seems. 20 rushes for 75 yards, and Mills would get injured on that kickoff, but we would put him back in. Holbrook would start under center on the next play. Draw play to Briggs. Briggs on the right side, looking to get past this man, but he can't, and he would get an 8-yard gain right there. Holbrook back under center, handoff right side to Briggs. Briggs gets past the first down marker, and he would get stopped by a gang of Texas defenders. But he's been the bright and shining star of our offense. 2nd and 8 now with Briggs' backup in at halfback. Handoff right side to Carrier, and Carrier would get stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That is not a good thing for us, as we would love for any opportunity to try to get closer to that field goal range of Adams. Play action pass. Holbrook throws it over to Aho, and it would get batted down. So we were going to try a very long field goal, 54 yards, and Adams comes up just short. That Adams kid, he's got a leg. I'll tell you that right now. His max length, I hit 53 yards in practice. But after our missed field goal, Texas would hand the ball off to Brown. Brown would make a lot of moves, and he would only get 5 yards on that. It was a very impressive 5 yards nonetheless. But Texas would come back up after that play. Ash would send a man in motion. Steps back, looking for a man. He finds Davis right across the middle. Davis gets a block, and Mills catches up to him before he could score on that play. But after this, Texas come back out in the Wildcat, and they would give the ball to Bergeron, and it was the same play that they used the first time they were on the field. It would then be 51-6 after they make their extra point, and we are down a lot. This was a very, very unimpressive showing of the Lobos team that I thought would be able to put up a fight against this team. Turns out I was wrong. Holbrook under center, handoff to Briggs up the middle. Briggs would get about 10 yards on this as he carries 2 Texas defenders on his way down. 1st and 10 now. Holbrook would hand the ball off right side to Briggs. Briggs would stumble forward for about 3 yards, and he would go down after that play. 3rd and 4. Holbrook throws it to Reed. Reed would make the impressive catch. And look at those stats. B.R. Holbrook, 8 for 20. That is not something I like to see on my quarterback stat line. Holbrook would give the ball to Briggs, but Briggs would only get about a yard on that carry. 3rd down now. Holbrook in shotgun, looking for a receiver, and he throws it behind his receiver. His receiver could not come back for the ball, which would give Texas an opportunity to score once more. Ash in shotgun finds Davis, and Davis would get laid out after making that impressive catch. Ash under center sends McFarland over in motion. Handoff left side to Brown. Brown looking for another touchdown run, and he's not going to get it. But look at those stats. 10 rushes for 255 yards. That is a slap in the face to my defense. Ash looking to pass on 1st and 10, and he finds his receiver, Grant. I don't know how a Lobos defender did not get that ball away from him. But Ash would pass it to Grant on the next play. Touchdown, Texas. And after this, they would kick another extra point to go up 58-6. Wow. That's all I can say now is wow. And shotgun, Holbrook throws it. Solomon makes the grab. 15-yard gain. But 15-yard gains aren't going to get us back in this game. 3rd and 6 later on the same drive. We've got verticals. Holbrook back to pass. Looking for someone. And he is sacked again. Texas would get the ball after a punt, and they would start in shotgun. Ash would get the ball looking to set up the screen, and he would go down for an 11-yard loss. Look at that, 4 sacks on the day. I think that's pretty good considering our defense is awful. But Brown handoff right up the middle, only gets about 5 yards on that, maybe 6. But the play after, Ash would try to set up another screen, and he won't be able to get it off, and he would get sacked again. But Mills, on the following punt return, would muff the punt, but thankfully he recovered it himself before any Texas defenders would get there, and he got it and tried to make a play. It did not work out the way he wanted it to. Holbrook sends a man in motion on the run play to the right side, hands the ball off to Briggs. Briggs trying to get around the defender, but he would only manage about a 4-yard run right there. Next play after, Holbrook under center, and he's going to try to get this team just to score. Throws it to Kirk, and Kirk would make a nice play. Play after, Holbrook under center, hands the ball off to Briggs right at the middle, and Briggs gets another nice 4-yard run. It's a tough 4 yards, but on 3rd and 9, Holbrook dropping back to pass, hit as he throws, and he cannot hit the receiver running the drag route, which would give Texas the ball. And on 2nd and 10, Texas back to pass. Ash throws it deep, finds Grant, and Barry makes a touchdown-saving tackle right there. And I'm sorry about this. There is 2 minutes of lost gameplay. Vegas was acting up earlier. I am completely sorry that you could not see Texas score again. Just know that it was a running play, and I couldn't stop it. And Barry makes another touchdown-saving tackle. So you almost saw another score, but that's just going to be the end of the game. 65-6. Texas starts the season off on a good note. New Mexico starts the season off on a bad note, however. Player of the game, of course, is Malcolm Brown. 16 carries, 342 yards, 5 touchdowns. As the fans are celebrating, players are celebrating, coaches are celebrating. And on the other side of the field, there's Holbrook, there's Barry. Barry just consoling him. And we'll take a look at the stats. 10 completions, 25 attempts, 136 yards, and 2 interceptions. And David Ash, 9 for 11, 180, and 1. But Trayvon Briggs played his heart out today. 34 attempts, 117 yards, no touchdowns, however, and he lost 1 fumble. And there's Malcolm Brown's 342-yard day. Amazing day for him. But anyways, guys, we've got Texas Tech next week in their high-powered offense. We'll try to stop them. So stay tuned, subscribe, and give this video a like. Add it to your favorites. Lets me know that I'm doing a good job. Get the comments down there in the comment box area. Just give me some feedback. I love reading comments. I love my fans. I'm glad that people actually took the time to watch my videos and actually subscribe to me. Means a lot to thank you so much. I'd like to thank Gamer360 Sports for helping me out throughout this time that I've been posting videos. I'm just gonna say you guys should check him out. He's a very, very good commentator. He posts very good gameplay. I'll just leave a link to him on the screen more than likely. But yeah, see you next time.